Hey, I'm Mike. Blizzard has released a Warbands preview, and I'm really excited to read it because it's a feature that I'm interested in, but I don't really know a lot about it outside of the fact that it's like a bunch of account-wide stuff. So hopefully this gives a little bit more context into what's going on, and it is exciting. So let's just check it out. If you want to read this yourself, I'll link it in the description box, but this was posted yesterday, so let's just go from the top. So we're getting a closer look at the new Warband system in WoW with public access, yada yada. Okay, what are Warbands? This is the new screen. So this looks different than the one they had provided before. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't really care about this. There's also, how do I, oh, realms up here at the top. Okay. I'm not really the biggest fan of this. I'm wondering if you can change your background and also change, one, how many characters are on there, but two, how many, like what the positions of each character are. That'd be kind of interesting. Even make an achievement like, well, I guess I'll read it first. The new Warband system being introduced in War Within will encompass all the characters on a player's Battle.net account, as well as the items, collections, and progression they share. It's important to note that your Warband is limited to characters within a single region, but spans every realm, faction, and even just subscription you may have within that region. No period there. Many aspects of World of Warcraft have been shared across your account for a long time, essentially a warband. This includes your collection of pets, mounts, transmogs, heirlooms, and more. With the release of warbands, we are significantly expanding what additional aspects of the game have warband integration. To name just a few changes, you have new reputations and renown tracks will be warbound. A new warbound bank will allow you to easily store and share items between your characters, and the ability to collect most item appearances with any character in your warband, regardless of their ability to equip gear. So, to talk about it, but most I don't. Goals of the Warband system. Before getting into the details of each change that players will experience with the Warbands, we want to share the main goals we are aiming to accomplish with the system's introduction. Make playing alternate characters easier and more enjoyable. Data shows that many players already have an alt or 2 or 10 and enjoy playing them, so we want to make them. Playing them even better. So I don't really play a lot of alts, but I would. Part of the reason for that is because I just don't want to lose the progression I have in my warrior. So. This might encourage me to play a little bit more. I'm not sure. Switch between characters without falling behind. There will always be a lot of character-specific progression in WoW, such as high-end gearing, but wherever it's appropriate, moving progression onto your warband should allow you to freely play multiple characters without losing efficiency or long-term progress. So what I was just talking about. Acknowledge the player behind the screen. In other words, wherever possible, we want to celebrate your accomplishments within your warband, and not only on your characters, so you can carry those accomplishments with you to whichever character you choose to play. Clarify which aspects of the game are account-wide versus character-specific. It hasn't always been clear which parts of the game apply to your character versus your account. We've taken this opportunity to clarify these differences in the UI, as well as replacing the term account with warband throughout the game. Let's get into more details. Sick. Warband Conversions. One of the major undertakings of Warbands is to convert aspects of the game which are currently character-specific to become warband, account-wide. This conversion process is being developed to run automatically upon your first login after the War Within pre-expansion patch goes live. This means players won't need to log into each character for the conversion. There may be some wait time for the system to process your warband upon first login. However, please be patient while this occurs, as it involves processing a lot of data. Okay. That's kind of cool. I feel like a part of me thinks that you're going to have to log in anyway with all your characters. There's going to be a bug or something that's like just log into your characters anyway, but we'll see if that works. Warband-wide reputation. Okay, here we go. Once the War Within launches, most new and many Dragonflight reputations will become Warband reps. Most new and many Dragonflights. Okay. When you have a Warband rep, any progress you make on one character will be shared with all your characters. Rewards will be unlocked for all characters, although the form this takes will vary per reward. Warband-wide rep rewards will be granted only once, while some rewards remain character-specific and need to be collected on each character. Once reputation is converted to Warband-wide, reputation progress will display as the furthest that any character in your account has achieved. If you are at Renown 5 for Valtraken on one character and 10 on another, your new rep will be 10. Okay, so it just takes the highest the highest rank. I guess that's fair. We opted for the furthest progress earned because for many reputations, progress is not earned evenly. You can earn a lot of front-loaded reputation from doing campaign and other, true one-shot quests. The thought behind this was that if we added all the reputations earned across all characters together, this would create an unfair advantage for players who play many alts or those who spend their time on one or just a few characters. Okay, that's fair. Here's a full list of converted reps from Dragonflight. So you've got all... not all. So you got all the main ones. Standard, Rathian, Cobalt. The few reputations we opted not to convert, including Winterpelt, Furbolg and Glimmerog Racer were due to not fitting within the fantasy for those reps. Winterpelt Furbolg, whatever, I can't say that word for some reason, has a language learning component that doesn't make much sense to be shared across characters, and the Glimmerog Racer reputation feels more like a personal standing in the stale races than an actual reputation that should be shared. These are also minor reputations that wouldn't be as impactful warband wide. I disagree with that. I feel like it should be an all or nothing approach. And I feel this line about not fitting the fantasy wherever it was, not fitting the fantasy within reputation, that doesn't really make sense, because fantasy wise, if I get renowned 20 on the Dragon Scale Expedition on my warrior and then go play like my warlock, fantasy wise, the Dragon Scale Expedition know my warrior very well because I'm ranked 20 with them, but they don't know my warlock. So all they really know is, oh, you're that warrior's brother? Cool. Okay. Well, I know that warrior, so I don't really know you though, warlock. So just, if you wouldn't mind just doing some stuff for us. So fantasy wise, that doesn't make sense. So I don't agree with that. I think that everything should be account wide, or warband wide, I guess they're calling it, including Winterpelt and Glimmerog. So hopefully that changes in the future. I think it's an all or nothing approach for me personally. When it comes to future conversion of reputations, the current plan is to work backwards into older expansions, converting many older reps over time, as it's time-consuming effort. It will take a while to implement. Fair. Similar to reuptations? Is that an actual word, or are they just trying to say reputations? Reuptations? No, I think, okay. There's a few spelling mistakes, like grammar mistakes here. That's okay. Within Dragonflight, there will also be a limited number that won't be converted. Usually this will be because it doesn't make sense from a fantasy perspective, or because it involves a character-specific choice. See, for example, all the Squires in the Burning Crusade and the Covenants and Shadowlands won't be converted because they represent per character choices. So Alder and Scryer, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Covenants, to be honest, I've only done one Covenant, so I don't really know what the other ones look like, so I can't really comment on that, but okay. I guess you can't really take an all or nothing approach, but still would be nice. First time quest rewards. Part of Warband Rep implementation is in satisfying the goal that players with many alts don't have an intrinsic advantage over those who focus their playtime on a single character. To accomplish this, we are introducing a new concept with quest rewards. Players can earn a bonus quest reward for any quest completed for the first time on the Warband. An additional different bonus will be granted for completing a quest additional times. It says Council of Dornogal grants reputation with these people. Warband is a one-time Warband bonus. Okay. The most common way we anticipate granting this bonus in the War Within quest is when rewarding Warband reputation. Specifically, we plan for quests to only give reputation as a first-time completion bonus. On additional completions of the same quests on all its players will earn a bonus reward currency similar to Dragon Isle supplies instead of reputation. This currency will be freely transferable across the Warband and can be used to purchase various Warband level rewards such as cosmetics, mounts, and pets. Okay. With this setup, you can complete quests for any character you want without impacting your reputation or progress. Whichever character completes them first will earn the reputation for your warband. This also avoids the situation in which a player who plays many characters can rapidly advance in reputation over someone who plays only one. Fair. What about diplomacy? The human racial... Alright, diplomacy is currently designed to grant a bonus 10% to rep for players who choose that race. Unfortunately, with warband reps, this racial causes problems due to its character-specific nature. We don't want players to feel compelled to play a specific character or race to earn a warband level reward more efficiently, can't read. So we will convert this race-specific bonus into something new. We'll share more information on a later date. Okay, so humans' racial is getting changed. That's... Is that... I was about to ask if that's one of the only racials that's been unchanged since the game came out, but I feel like there's probably a couple others, but that's interesting. Okay. Earning achievements, here we go. This is what I'm interested in a lot. Achievements will have always had an account-wide component to them. Some achievements, those with a blue shade, are fully account-wide. Progress on these is shared across characters, and completion is for the entire WoW account. There have also always been character-specific achievements in which progress and completion of these achievements is per character. These achievements show as complete if any character on the account has completed them. Often the awards earned are also character-specific. In the past, we have displayed your account-wide achievements point... That wasn't a sentence. We have displayed your account-wide achievement point total in some places, like at the top of your achievement pane, but only your character totals in others, like guilds, yes, which has bugged the absolute shit out of me. With the introduction introduction of warbands, we want all achievements to be considered warband achievements. You, the player, accomplished them, so you should not feel like you need to complete them on more than one character or feel like you do not want to play another character because they are missing achievements. Thank you. Given this, we are eliminating the concept of a character-based achievement score. From now on, a total warband, I can't say that word, achievement score will be tracked and displayed instead. This score will be the sum of all account-wide achievement points plus the points from any character-specific achievements completed on any character. Thank you. We are also converting many achievements to be account-wide. In fact, we will be converting approximately 2,000 achievements across all expansions. The philosophy we are following for the conversion is that if an achievement has the possibility of sharing progress across characters, example, do X things, we want to convert it so all characters can share progress on it. It shouldn't matter whether you return 50 flags as a defender in Warsong on a single character or whether you like PvPing on 10 characters and did it 10 times each. Awesome. That is excellent. I love that because, again, like I was saying earlier, one of the reasons I didn't like playing alts a lot is because having to restart progression. I spent a lot of my time getting achievements and something like the PvP achievements where it was like win 100 battlegrounds. That one might be account wide, but something like that where it's like, okay, I have 50 wins on my warrior. I don't really want to go PvP on another character because if I win, that's great. I'm gearing up that character in PvP, but I'm not getting progress towards that achievement, which, I mean, at this point now I would be adding those up, but still, it's nice to be able to say, I'm just going to play any character I want, and if I get 100 wins across my entire account, that counts towards achievement. So that's awesome. I love that. And that's been something I've been, pretty much since achievements came out in 2008, I've been asking for. So this is a fantastic change I'm really excited about. There are a few rare exceptions to this, however, specifically for achievements where doing the activity on one character is part of what makes it harder interesting. One such example is Insane in the Membrane. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. The hard part of this achievement is maxing out diametrically opposed reputations. We don't want to undermine the accomplishments of those players who have completed these particularly difficult achievements in the past, so we won't be converting achievements like this. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because yeah, it'd be easier to get stuff like Insane in the Membrane if, for example, you farmed out like Pirate Rep on one character, and then the Blood Sails on another, and then Ravenhold another. So yeah, I guess. I mean, those specifically wouldn't really matter all that much. I think specifically just the Goblin ones that would be for Insane in the Memory. But fair, okay. I agree with that. That's good. In addition, any achievements that would not benefit from shared progression across characters, such as Memories of Teldrassil, will be, don't know that one. Beat for act, collecting 6 memories. Turning their spirits to the heart. We left character specific so you can see what cool things you have done in specific characters for posterity, but again, this will have no impact on your achievement score, rewards, or ability to complete achievements. Okay. We've also taken a look at the rewards granted by these achievements. For these, we mostly want them to be warband wide. Therefore, in many cases, we are making the reward go to the entire warband, such as for most titles. Isn't that already the case? In other cases, we're simply converting the entire achievement and its reward to be account-wide. For example, dungeon teleports earned by Keystone Hero achievements will become account-wide, both in the achievement and the reward. I don't have any of these, and I don't know if I'll ever get any of these, but I had a video where I talked about... Why does I keep doing that? Where I talked about putting all the teleports in a single tab, and one of the things, I didn't mention in that video, but I thought about was how cool it would be if all your characters unlocked the thing, because like I did it. I did it on my account. So why does it matter if I did it on my mage, my warrior, my warlock, my monk? Why does it matter? I should have the teleport. So this is fantastic. I love that they're doing this. The primary exception to rewards being warbound wide is those are intrinsically per character, such as Dreaming of Worms. Oh yeah, that's the one to like some upgrading gear. Okay, that's fair. Another exception is achievement that celebrate highly prestigious accomplishments on a specific character, like Gladiator, whose title progress will remain character specific. Whose title progress will remain character specific. I don't know. I'm kind of two minds about this, because I think on the one hand, it makes sense that you would have like the character you played Gladiator on, that's the one that actually got Gladiator. So it makes sense to have that. See, I don't know, because it's like, it goes back to the Keystone stuff. It's like, I got this achievement. I got Gladiator on my character. What does it really matter which character I did it on? And also, if I have two characters that are at a point where they can get progression towards the Gladiator achievement, I feel like you should be able to do or get progress on either character. Like if I have a monk and a warrior, and both of them are gladiator ranked, and I'm winning games as gladiator rank, then if I win 5 and 5 on each character, I should have 10 towards that achievement. So I don't know about this one. But there's going to be like specific use cases like this one that just kind of either I agree or don't agree with. But I don't know. I don't for gladiator specific. I don't know if I agree with it. To address how we progress for achievements across characters, for most achievements, we were adding your progress across all your characters. For example, if you have done 200 personal crafting orders on each of 3 different characters, a personal crafter achievement will be immediately completed upon logging in. Okay, good. Yeah, there are a few achievements where it only makes sense to take the highest value of your characters, such as the reach level 70. In most cases, these are not being converted as there is no benefit. Okay? For the exceptions where there are, we will use the highest value you have reached on any character. Okay. Shared flight points for your warband. We are converting flight points to be account-wide. For standard flight points you have yet to learn, you will only have to collect these on one character, and they will be unlocked across your warband. And flight points that have already been collected on any character across your account will be unlocked for your warband. Great. Makes leveling alts easier. Preserving map exploration. Map exploration is an interesting subject to consider as we worked through how we wanted the warband system to work. Initially, a plan was in place to convert map exploration to something available account-wide. After further reflection, we decided it was better to preserve exploration as it is. Not only can it be fun to reveal new parts of the map, but also provides experience and can help you keep track of the areas you've explored. I agree with that. I feel like they should do that. For those who may not be interested in re-exploring every map on your characters, we are also adding a toy. Oh, okay. Reveals on map. Oh, great. So basically they're giving you both options. That's awesome. You can pick how you want to play. Love it. No currency confusion. Like map exploration, it was decided to handle currency a little bit differently. Rather than making it fully warband wide, which could create potential confusion, we opted to make it easier to transfer currency between characters in your warband instead. This will help avoid confusion over spending the wrong currency on the wrong character. With this new flow, instead of relying on buying a special item and mailing it to an alt, you can directly transfer any shareable currency from other characters to the one you are currently playing within the currency user interface. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. And it's smart because, yeah, like they were saying, like having like an account-wide currency could be not catastrophic, but could be annoying because if you just happen to buy something on the wrong character and don't realize it, then yeah, having to do this, yeah, this is great. That looks good too. That's awesome. I think they should make currencies, all of them, account-wide also. Like honestly, even flight stones, like, or whatever the War Within equivalent would be. Because I feel like I've played the game. I've earned these flight stones. What does it matter if I'm doing it again on my warrior or my monk? I should, if I want like a quick way to level up alts and make me want to play alts and make it so I don't feel like they're falling behind and I have to like re-gear them or something, is give me the ability to say, hey, you have all this gear, my warrior is all maxed out. Here's 2,000 flight stones. Upgrade all your stuff and join in on the fun. I don't know if they're doing that. I don't know if they're talking about that, but I would love if all currencies were account-wide. Currencies intended for purchasing warband-wide items such as cosmetic, pets, and mounts will usually be completely free to transfer between... Right, so there's a cost? Transfer between members of warband. There may be some cases in which a currency is earned on a character with the intent that the character will be the primary user of the currency, but where we want to allow players to shift any excess currency to an alternate character. In those cases, there will be a slight loss in the transfer of that currency. This is akin to order currencies in which this value loss was accomplished via an in-item purchase such as Cosmic Flux from Shadowlands. Know that there will still be many currencies that will remain non-transferable because they represent important character-based progression. 2 examples of these are the Crest and Flight Stones equivalents in the War Within. Lastly, we'll be taking a pass on older currencies, enabling warband transfer on many where appropriate. Okay, so that's cool. They're going back to older currencies. I feel like, especially with older currencies, at that point, who cares? Just make them all account-wide. This I don't agree with. The Crests and the Flight Stones, maybe even making it so that it's like there's a specific amount you can transfer per week, per month, per season. Because again, I would just make it so that it's easier to jump between characters and you can kind of pick you can play whatever you want to play. And you're not being like, if I want to focus on my warrior for a season, the next season I'm not one season behind on my monk. So I hope they revisit this, and maybe I don't know if I'm the only person who thinks this, but I feel like account-wide should just be account-wide. I'm very much of the mind that whatever you do on any character should just be spread across every character. This also I don't like, the fact that you are losing currency when you transfer. That is annoying. I don't think you should be punished for wanting to, like, I earned this. Why is there a tax to transfer it to another character? That's annoying. I hope they take that out. So kind of half and half on the currency thing. There's some things I like, some things I don't like. I hope they change. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks these, so we'll see what the comments and Reddit and all that say, but I kind of want a little bit different stuff here. Items and gear in your warband. While gear is one of the primary forms of character-specific progress in WoW, we are adding a variety of improvements to items and gear to make managing and collecting them more convenient and alternate character-friendly. Warband bank. Okay, well, so it looks like the guild bank. Interesting. The bank can be accessed at bankers throughout the game. It will provide up to 5 tabs with 98 available inventory slots each. Nice. Each tab can be purchased for an increasing amount of gold. These tabs can be customized with an icon and organized like a guild vault. This bank is in addition to your individual character bank vault. Nice. Okay, so that's really cool. I wonder how much stuff from my actual bank I can move into that bank. That'll be interesting to see. Any non-soulbound item can go into the warband bank. All characters in your warband can access the bank to freely deposit and withdraw items. Okay. The bank will also behave like the I can't say this word, regent bag, allowing you to craft using reagents from it without having to withdraw them. Okay, that's nice. In addition, the bank will allow you to deposit and manually withdraw gold across characters in your warband. Okay, so you don't have to mail them anymore. That's nice. There's one limitation that is worth noting, like pet battles, players who play multiple characters simultaneously on multiple WoW accounts will find that only the character that logs into the realm first will have access to the warband bank. Logs in. There's multiple characters, multiple accounts. I don't know if I'm just dumb, but I don't really understand that. I'm assuming it's just each account has its own bank, but maybe I'm wrong. Finally, it's worth mentioning that we would like to update the UI and functionality of the character level bank to also use tabs like the Warband bank. While this won't be done at the launch of the War Within, we are planning for it to come soon after. When this change occurs, bags will no longer be needed in the character bank. It's intended that this change won't alter the number of slots currently available in your bank. It will just shift those slots from bags to tabs. As long as it's kind of like Bagnun, or how it is now, where with Bagnun I can just see every tab all at once. Because having to switch between tabs like a guild vault would be kind of annoying. Because my bank is kind of just, it holds stuff that I don't want to keep in my bag, so I don't really have a need for tabs like that. So hopefully I can still see everything all at once. Warbound until equipped gear. Okay. Oh, it's like a new BOE. It's kind of like a BOE, but not. Okay. It's a new type of gear binding that we are introducing in the War Within. Gear that is WOE can be freely, well, let's call it WoW. Hey, Cause, you now have a, now WoW actually has a meaning. It can be freely traded across your warband, but becomes soulbound once it's equipped by a character. In the past, high item level account bound gear hasn't been available because it could be used and freely traded across characters. For example, it would be too easy to transfer a high item level account bound ring between characters if it did not bind to a character when equipped. Players would be tempted to trade between all their alts depending on who they were playing. This is the type of gameplay we want to encourage or support. With the introduction of WoW gear, we are excited to start providing this much higher item level gear more often in a manageable and beneficial way. We're still working out more of the design details, but the current plan is to have WoW gear? Oh, I guess WoW gear, not WoW. WoW gear available within raids, dungeons, and new delves feature. Whenever you earn loot, you have a small bonus chance to gain an additional piece of WoW gear as personal loot. This gear will be at least one lower tier than other loot from that source. Currently a full upgrade track lower, example hero to champion, and it could be gear usable by any class. Okay. Simply by playing, you will occasionally collect gear a single tier lower than your current gear, which could be sent to help any alts or even used for a new class you've been meaning to try. You will also occasionally stumble on Warbound until equipped gear, unless also stumble on WoW gear elsewhere while playing, so keep a lookout. Okay, that's cool. So basically, kind of was similar to the Flightstone stuff. You're kind of basically just playing, by playing your main, or any character, you're having the ability to unlock other gear for alts. I don't know, I said that weird. Whether or not you even have a character like that. That's interesting. I wonder, I don't know if they're going to do this, if this makes sense, but I wonder if they can make this so that you have, because one of the things that really bugs me, like specifically with like Forbidden Reach, like the little tokens that drop, like create an item for these classes or whatever, is like I don't have for example, I don't have like a monk that can use that anytime soon. So I wonder if they can focus this so that it takes a look at your account and it's like, okay, so we see you have like a 70 warrior, you have a 70 mage, and then you have like a level 80 warlock, a level 80 75 druid. So it's like, okay, so any character that's from level 70 to 80 or 70, or I guess 70, yeah, 70 to 80 will drop gear more so for them. Every once in a while you make it a priest drop or like an evoker drop or something like that, but like these are characters that you actually have a chance to use them sooner than later. Whereas like your level 15 warlock, like we don't really care. Like there's gonna be a while before you can use this gear, unless well, I guess it's a tier lower. So hopefully that makes sense, because it's like that way I'm more encouraged to play the alts that are kind of closer to being max level, and then they can kind of just jump right into stuff. So that's cool. I like that. I also hope, so the thing about being soulbound, so I don't really know how this would work, if it's even a good idea, but part of me wonders if, like, I don't really like the idea of soulbound the way it works now, especially when it comes to Warbound until equipped, because I would love a system that's kind of like a hand-me-down system where, like, let's just say the shield, right? Like this shield is great for my warrior, and then at level 7 or like level whatever, it no longer, I get an epic one. It's better than this. And it's like, okay, I don't need this shield anymore, but it's soulbound to my warrior, so disenchant, sell, whatever. But it'd be nice if like I could still move it across my warband. So say like, okay, my warrior can't use this, but my paladin can. And once my paladin doesn't need it anymore, then I don't know what other classes use shields, but like it kind of hand me down that way, because I don't know, I feel like that makes it even more alt friendly, the game. It makes it so that like you can reuse gear, but at the same time it's making it so that I don't know, kind of devalues gear in a way. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if that's even a good idea. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I've always kind of just not liked the idea of soulbound stuff on an account, because it's like just being able to hand me down stuff. And it wouldn't even be a lot, because I guess then you get into the tricky situation where you have like raid level gear, and it's like, okay, well, you know, season 1, this raid gear, mythic raid gear, is no longer good for my warrior, but it is good for my fresh level 80 paladin. Let's send that over to him. So I did. It might be more of a hassle than it's worth, so maybe it's not, but I don't know. Just something I think about sometimes. Enhancing your transmog collection. Collecting transmog appearances has long been something that has required players to plan gear runs on a per armor type basis, even though item appearances are shared across the account. With the introduction of warbands, we want to make collecting appearances much more warband centric to help players continue to expand their collections and style their alternate characters how they want. In the War Within, any character can collect any item appearance, regardless of if they can equip the item or not. Fantastic change. Again, I don't really play many alts, but it is nice to see that. Class-specific appearances are an exception. No, and will still be collectible only by that specific class. Why? That's so annoying. Because if I'm out doing mount runs on my warrior and I get a tier piece for my mage, like, let me just use that tier piece. I got it. I saw it drop. I got the piece. What does it matter? Just let me have that. I don't like that. Most class-specific items can only be collected by those classes through a set piece token, and others are often only acquirable by that specific class anyway. You can change that. I feel like that can be changed, or make this. I was gonna say make the set the tokens like warband account wide or whatever, but that is kind of a slippery slope, I think. But I don't know. I don't like this at all. It's really frustrating, because like because especially like as specifically an achievement hunter, like having the ability to collect set pieces on any character, and it's like, maybe I get super lucky when I'm running mount runs on my warrior, and it just takes forever to get that last plate piece in like in Taurus, but for some reason every piece for my mage drops like within a couple weeks. It's like, oh cool, I have the achievement now to collect an appearance in Taurus, and it's not on my warrior. I don't like that. Maybe the mage set is cool too. Maybe my mage looks awesome in that set, but he just can't solo in Taurus or something like that, you know? It's just, I don't know. I don't like that at all. Overall, it's stated that this restriction has little influence on your ability to collect the majority of the transmogs that you want for your warband. It doesn't matter. One or everything or nothing. It's important to note that these changes only affect your ability to collect appearances. Existing rules on which characters can use any given appearance are not changing. Like a priest can't use a helm, plate helm drop. Yeah, that makes sense. But they can still acquire, yeah, okay. With this change, we also wanted to allow you to view appearances on any character on any class or race within the appearances UI. Oh, okay, so they're just adding, that's cool. That's a nice change. We're also making it easier to collect appearances from unbound items. You will no longer need to equip the item and add it to your collection. Anytime you destroy an item via disenchanting, deleting, selling, you will automatically collect the appearance. Okay, a little quality of life change, that's nice. There's also a new flow to directly collect the appearance from blind on equipped gear that you cannot equip by converting it to Warbound until equipped instead. Existing gear in your character level bank or bag inventory will be automatically added to your Transmog collection when you first log into that character. Okay. So going back to what I said earlier, you're probably just going to have to log into a couple characters anyway. To account for these changes, we're making a slight adjustment to how rolling for gear in raids with group loot works. Any gear that drops with a Transmog appearance you haven't collected yet will have the Transmog option to roll for it rather than the greed option. Transmog has higher priority. Okay, great. When rolling Transmog, any gear that drops that can be equipped by your current character will get a higher rolling priority than those rolling with characters who cannot equip the item. Like a priest will always beat a warrior when both rolling Transmog. This is a hard sentence to read apparently. When both rolling Transmog on a piece of cloth here. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. So So the character, Clothies will have a higher priority on cloth Transmog rolls and warrior or like plate, mail, leather wearers. Okay, that makes sense. I'm fine with that. Everyone altogether updated character select screen. We have updated your character select screen so you can see your entire warband in one list of characters. You will no longer need to swap between realms to see characters on those other realms. Okay. The one exception, I don't know why that gave me pause, just, okay. The one exception to this is if you have multiple Warcraft subscriptions within one bound on that account. I've never known how that works. Like, how do you, I don't know how that works. In this case, you will only see the characters on the account you're logged in on, even though all your characters across subscriptions are included as part of your warband. So you can have multiple subscriptions on an account. It's all the same warband, but just for the character selection screen specifically, you're only going to see the accounts on the account you're logged in with. What's that meme of that woman with like all the science and math problems kind of going around her head? That's me right now. That's okay. We also thought it would be fun to see some of your characters in your warband hanging out together. Okay. When launch the War Within, you will also be able to assign 4 characters to this one scene. We are working on building more of these scenes for you to collect in the future, though. Okay. Collect. I was saying earlier, achievements maybe for that. Earning those in some way. That's kind of cool. We're excited about earning more of these scenes as we play through the expansion, and we hope you will be too. As the final point on the updates to the character screen to make it easier for you to decide which character to play at any given moment, we have also added a bit of info about each character during character selection. Oh, that's nice. So you can see their spec, class, item level, where they were, their professions, their mythic. Oh, that's awesome. And gold. That's excellent. That's a great change. I love that. That's awesome. The Warbands system is an evergreen feature that we plan to continue expanding into the future. We look forward to hearing your thoughts and feedbacks as we continue. There's no plural on feedback. I said it, not them. As we continue development on the War Within. Happy alting, and we'll see you in Azeroth. That's great. I love that. Overall, this has been a great overview of the War Within. Warbands, I guess, specifically. A lot of the changes are fantastic. I think as a whole, Warbands look awesome and just a great addition to the game that really makes it feel. It kind of rewards you for having multiple alts. Like, it gives you a reason to play alts, and it makes you not. For people like me specifically who have just one character they kind of main, it makes it so that I don't feel bound to that one character. And when I play an alt, I'm not. It's always been like relax. It's always been I'll be playing an alt. And I'm like, I'm just all the progress I could be making on my warrior right now. Whether it's gear, whether it's achievements, like I'm just kind of wasting time playing an alt. So that's kind of been one of the deterrences, I guess, to playing alts for me. So I'm curious to see if this actually makes me want to play alts more. There is still a leveling component of it, which I don't like at all. So we'll see, but that is overall nice. There are a few things in here that I don't necessarily like. For example, the inability to collect tier sets for other classes is something I don't like. There was something early on as well. Yeah, the currency stuff or the reputations even. Like, yeah, there's a few things that I don't like, a few things that I hope they reconsider or change. But overall, I think it's a great change. I think, or a great addition, I guess. Long overdue, and yeah, just overall great. So, I guess I'm just really curious to see how this plays out, how like kind of getting into it and seeing how it all looks and feels. But overall, I really like it. For me personally, I don't know why the character selection screen, I don't really like it. I don't know if it's maybe just this here, the way that it looks. Maybe it's the background. I don't know. I just don't like it. I like the way the character select screen looks now. So if is there a, I don't see it here, but hopefully there's like a way you can go back to what it looks like now. Because I don't know. I don't like this at all. So I don't know. Maybe they'll have a change, but if not, whatever. I'll get used to it, I'm sure. But that's been Warbands. That's a preview. Let me know what you think, what you're excited about, what your thoughts are on my thoughts. Just whatever you're interested in. I'm going to try to do a little bit more War Within content. I don't plan on playing the beta that much, if at all, because I just kind of like going in blind after the last few expansions. Just was nice kind of experiencing Shadowlands or Dragonflight without knowing what's going on. They made me really enjoy the launch a lot more. So probably War Within content will kind of be restricted, that's the right word, to stuff like this, like the previews and any videos and stuff. So yeah, but anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check the description box for more social media stuff from me. I have another channel where I post videos that I think are kind of funny and where I speak a little bit better. So that's good. Thanks for watching again. I love you. Have a great day.